Happy Tuesday, everyone. Time to give my weekly update on the garden. These are really starting to blossom over the last week, so show you what's going on. Clearly I didn't weed enough in this area. Started to, but it got bored really fast, so need to get back to that ASAP. The plants are doing well. They're not getting super tall, but as you can see, they're starting to get flowers. Pretty much all of them. Even this little tiny guy, all starting to get flowers. None of them have opened. I'm sure they will by next week's update. But they're not falling off yet either. I also have my volunteer tomatoes. I'm going to let those go. Those are going to be black cherry, which are my favorite. And with a quick glance through, that's the only one I see. The eggplant doing well, but as you can see, flea beetles. It's fact of life when you're growing eggplant, you're going to get flea beetles. That's what all these holes are from. The plant can survive it. They don't really have any disease. They just put holes in it. And it looks like down here, I'm getting my first volunteer pepper plants. Oh, look at that. Another pepper, or another tomato volunteer. So what do I keep? I don't know. It'll be hard for me to pull any of these out. I think I'll just let them all go for now. I don't really see any other volunteer pepper plants, which is kind of surprising. Maybe some here. That's about it. Okay, the raspberries are looking great. I had some just yesterday we were eating them, the first batch. And from the looks of it, as long as these fatten up, I should have a lot of raspberries. The future looks good for the raspberries too, because all the new ones are a lot bigger than they've ever been. They must really like it over here. Don't see any ripe ones right now, but we did eat a few of them yesterday. Okay, so the parsley, not sure if any of it's coming up. This might be parsley here. Not sure. I also planted a bunch of basil, but just put that in. So none of that sprouted yet. Hopefully soon. Not going to bother with the asparagus this week. Nothing's changed. Just did a little bit of work up here. I took out a bunch of turnips, thinned them out. So they did get a lot bigger, but they need to be thinned out again already. So once I'm ready to have some more of these for dinner, yeah, they're looking really good. Thin those out again maybe in a couple days. Green onion looking great. None of them are going to seed anymore, so that's nice. Red potatoes. You can start seeing some of the red potatoes. Keep them covered. You don't want them to get exposed to the sun. They end up growing some kind of toxin. Put a new cover over the carrots. So now they're completely covered. It's got bird netting with these metal staples. Stop them from getting in underneath. Just put a branch in there to help keep it up. So carrots are well protected. Decided to put some extra bell pepper plants here where the radishes had been. They had grown. We got some beets. This cage over it, you can tell the difference. Outside the cage, the rabbits are feasting. Inside the cage, it's doing good, and this spinach plant still has not gone to flower. I'm assuming that's spinach. did harvest one of the heads of lettuce, so don't have a whole lot of lettuce left. I have these plants coming up, which kind of look like the sweet potato plants. I'll have to look those up again. But they have the purple on them, which the sweet potatoes had. I'll let that go if that's sweet potato. The potatoes have gone to flower, and the flowers are actually dying. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe the potatoes are done. I don't know if I dig under here. I know there's a... Yeah, they are. A couple there. I don't know. The potatoes do great. Another view of the turnips. Not really sure what ate all the holes in my potatoes, but it didn't really cause any issues. Garlic looking good. I don't know when to harvest it. Looking down, I mean, the stems are thick. I don't know how long it'll bulb up for, so just letting those go for now. Not sure the zucchini plant's going to make it. Something feasted on the leaves. It does have some new ones coming up. Maybe those will survive, but I don't know what did that. Kale's looking good. Don't really get a lot of it. Give some to the rabbit. The pumpkins are looking amazing. It just keeps growing. My plan was to climb it up this trellis. But the way the plant's growing, I should have known it would come out to the sun. And it's going to be hard to try to get it to climb up there. So it's going to wait till it gets a little longer. Start putting it up there. I don't think I have any pumpkins starting yet. Yeah, a bunch of flowers getting ready to come out. But they all look like the males without the pumpkins on them. But off to a great start. Hey, here's all the beans. The beans are looking great. The beans and then the melons. One of the melons died. I did plant more seeds. I put like 10 in each one, so some of them have to come up. Some of the melons are surviving and doing fine. That one there and that guy there. So they're not doing too bad. The beans that have started to climb are climbing very fast. I mean, it's that one. This one's growing into the bird netting, which I don't like, so I might have to change that one. I have to train this guy a little bit there. And this guy's all the way up in the bird netting already too. So, do have some habaneros over here. That guy's starting to do pretty well. My best one. I got one here, and then one over there. Okay, so for now, I have two probably pumpkins, volunteer pumpkins. One there and one there. I have planted some seedless watermelon seeds I saved, so if those come up, I'll probably get rid of these pumpkins. Don't really have anything else to grow here, so for now I'm just leaving it. And I've got more eggplant back here. Again, you can see how they've been ravaged by the flea beetle. This one and that one, they're a white eggplant, and they're the only ones I have, so I'm really wanting these guys to survive. They survived so far, but the flea beetle, it's relentless. And here's one of my watermelons here. It's doing better. I don't know. It's starting to get like leaf curl. I don't know. Hopefully that's nothing. And this eggplant has got a flower on it. That's exciting. It's not even June yet. If I start getting eggplant already, that'll definitely be a win. Here's another one. The flower is actually open. So that's really cool. And just, I mean, look at the flea beetle damage. I don't know. I don't use chemicals. I just let grow whatever grows. Someday I might try to. Here's a watermelon plant that's doing really well. The base of these watermelon are a little rough. So hopefully that corrects itself. And here's another eggplant with no flowers and one with an open flower. So that's pretty good. Maybe they'll survive the flea beetle. This, I believe, is a jalapeno. At least I hope so. I'm not really sure. It's another big watermelon. Milkweed is coming up everywhere. I don't know what did this. Something was digging. That's a big hole. Don't know what it was. Anyway, there's a zucchini here and a zucchini there. That one looks a lot better. And something's eating the leaves on these too. And then my cucumber. I think I did have another, yeah, I got another cucumber over here. Right there. The maple tree really cut that back. All these leaves here are all maple tree branches off of this guy. So really trying to keep him short. Don't want him to overtake the garden. Again, nothing was done over there, so no sense in boring you with that. Okay. Some exciting news this week. It appears as though the pineapple is growing. Did not have that last week, and I think, harder to tell down there, this guy might be starting to grow too. So, I know I'm not going to get a pineapple, but it'll be fun to grow it. Okay. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, I did rip out all the arugula and all the spinach. They had gone to seed, so they were done. So in their place, over here I have two of my, sorry about the shadows, tomato starts. Didn't put anything over here yet, but I feel like I could. And maybe a butternut squash vine would grow nicely through here. Okay, these are the snap peas. You eat the shell, the pea, the everything all together. And these have some really nice looking purple flowers. Did not know that. No pea pod, I guess. Here we go. That's probably the first pea pod. Starting to get more flowers, but not a ton. These guys grew a lot taller than the shelling peas. The lettuce is looking good, but I do think it's probably going to start flowering soon. And it might be past its useful state, but I ate some of them. Okay, the cabbage is not really coming up that great in here. I don't know if I need to find something else to grow or not. We'll give it a little more time. The beans in here are still alive. Clearly something's been, the rabbit, it's been eating them, but we still have a few of them. And plenty of this grass growing. I just need to get in here and pull it out. Yeah. Do let our pet rabbit come in here, and he's been feasting on mostly these peas. He leaves these peas alone, which I wish he'd do it the other way because these have so many more leaves. The tomato plants over here are starting to do well. It's getting hotter, it's getting warmer the way the tomatoes like it. But these pea plants, for being so short, are putting on a ton of peas. I mean, so many peas. So that makes me happy. We're going to get an enormous pea harvest this year. Since this one's not even 10 inches tall, and look at that. Makes me wonder if they gotten taller. You would hope they would have got more. This tomato plant here, which is a beefsteak, I believe. I think it's actually starting to get some flowers. This here, good example here. So this here, you have a vine. And this here is a cucamelon. Clearly see the difference on the leaves. So I guess I'll let that cucamelon go, see what happens. There's more peas. So I'll be eating those within the week. I did put more tomato plants out here. I just felt like they were too far apart. I might end up regretting that, but for now. Every now and then I get these stupid weeds that I miss. Again, more peas. Plenty of peas. I think these guys down here, tomato plant, were the first ones to start getting flowers. So hopefully their seeds will be big enough soon to eat. There's so many of them. And I do have here, cucamelon starting to pop up. Another tomato plant. So that's pretty much what's going on in here. This is where most of the cucamelons are, through here. But you also can see the vines that are growing. And another vine. So you see the difference in the leaves. I might transplant some cucamelons here. That's where they're supposed to be growing. I do have the grass pretty thick here, so they're probably having a hard time coming up. Got lots of roly-polies. I need to try to find out how to kill those. Okay, that's almost about it. I do have in the big pot over here like oregano and thyme and sage, maybe. I don't remember. Maybe even mint. But not many of them are coming up. I got 3 that either came up or weeds have sprouted. And my leftover eggplant starts, probably give those away. And finally, the rest of my habanero starts. Might need to find somewhere to put those. And eggplants. And a couple watermelon. So these probably dry out today if I don't give them water. Okay, well, that's what I have for this week. I appreciate everyone stopping by, taking a look. And be sure to say hi down below. It's nice to hear from people who are watching. Let me know if you're getting anything out of it, what you like seeing, or if there's anything else you'd like to see, just let me know. And we'll see everyone next week.